Good morning, everybody. It is me, Teresa, Craftin' Mama ML. I am back with another video for the SNL design team. No, it's not Saturday. Today is Wednesday, and we're having a special SNL stash dive. We have our guest designer, Heather Little, who is actually Heather's Crafty Life here on YouTube, so definitely go check out her channel. She is our guest designer, and she had to pick one design team member to work alongside her, and she picked me. So I was so excited when she asked me to do this with her, and I've got to know Heather a little bit better. We've been chatting back and forth, and we have so much in common, and she is such a sweetheart. I really like her, so I was really excited to do this with her. And for our stash this week, we are going to be doing a collection, an old collection, and you probably know by seeing these papers. Now, we were going to do washi tape, but that was... to our surprise, on Wednesday, Sarah and Carla did washi, and they did a fantastic job. I loved Sarah's layout with like the washi tape in the background, so beautiful. So we decided, we were brainstorming, and we're like, what else could we do that, you know, that we're not going to do right now on the SNL design team? And we thought of together a collection, using an old collection that might have been sitting around for a while, and just use it up. So we decided, as you can tell, we're going with Lucky Charm. Now this is an older collection from Dear Lizzie, probably I think it was 2-3 years ago that it came out. And I've had the 12x12 pad, the 6x6 pad, and the ephemera pack. I've used it, I think, once. I haven't used it that much, which is crazy because I absolutely love this paper. I love the colors. It's so me, but... you know, sometimes when we buy too much, then it just sits there, but that's what's great about the SNL. We're trying to help people use their stash, use what they got, you know, and be inspired. So this was supposed to be a process video, but you guys know that I'm having trouble with editing and all this stuff. But I have great news. Next week, I will be getting a new computer camera system. I will be able to edit, do process videos. So I am so excited to be able to share that with you guys and do process layouts without it being live and you guys see me like just like mess up so many times. So I'm excited. I am going to show you quickly what I used on my layout, and then I will show you my layout. So you guys, if you see my latest haul video, I picked up this dollar store stamp for $1, and it reminded me of Maggie Holmes and Dear Lizzie, like her flower die that's coming out. And just a lot of the flower prints, and I was excited to pick this up, and I really knew I wanted to use this on one of my layout, or on this, well, on a layout that was coming up. But then when I chose the picture, you'll know why I chose this stamp. The picture is an outdoor picture, so I took out my punch. I wasn't sure if I was going to use it, but I did, and I haven't used this in forever. I used pink and gold sequins. Of course, every layout that I do has that. I did use some gold Heidi Swap spray. I used my Little Bees washi tape that I just got. This is the I Love You one. I don't know if you can be able to see from the bright lights. And I was excited. That was my first time using that too. And then I had this, I hadn't put anything away. Like, I pulled out a bunch of pieces from the Lucky Charm line. Some from Maggie Holmes, some from Amy Tan. Just kind of anything that matched with this. And these are some of the colors that I used from the kit. These are just leftover scraps from my layout. 6x6 papers, 12x12. I love this flower print. Oh my god. I only used like a small piece of it. But now that it's out, I'm definitely going to use it on a different layout because I really love that paper, which I'm surprised I haven't used it. The dark blue is what I used for, which I love as well, for my background. And then I cut out some of these 3x4, 4x6 papers from their paper and did some layering with that. And I think I have a, yes I do. I have a peek of this pink and red popping through. I didn't use this one though. And then I didn't use that one as well. So, without further ado, I'll show you guys my layout. And I really like how it turned out. So I'll show you guys kind of like a distant view first. So this is it, and this is from Lucky Charms collection. And I think we also tried to see if we could use some sort of cut file, whether it was through a Cameo, a die cutting machine, Cricut, something with a digital cutting file or a cutting file. So I forgot to mention that as well. So we kind of did two things, a collection plus that. So it's noted, and I cut this out with my Cameo, and I distressed it with my Tim Holtz Distress ink called Sugar Spun, I think. And it's darker on the bottom and lighter on top, like an ombre effect, but I don't think because of my lighting, it almost looks like it's white. So this is the photo of Madison. She looks absolutely adorable. I love this photo. It's about 2 or 3 years old. 2.5 maybe, yeah, because Leah's 3. About 2.5 to 2 years old. We won a photo shoot when we were living in Mississauga. It was just through this Facebook group, Fran Photography, I think she's called. She is so talented, and we found out that our name was picked in a draw, and we won like a $300 package to get family photos done, which brought tears to my eyes. It was amazing because before this, I never had like an outdoor family pictures, and that's what I had always wanted, but it's really expensive. But we'd always go with like Sears or Walmart or the Superstore, which are great pictures by all means, but this was like our first all of us together because Leah was, I think, like 8 months old or something. So it was so exciting. So I wanted to scrapbook this photo. I've had it for a while and I just never have used it, but I thought this collection worked well with it. Like the teals and the pinks, and if you notice, she's wearing a bright pink rose in her hair. Both my girls did with their outfits, so we all, like this, we were all, actually all our photos were teal and white. That's the color we went with. My husband and Leah were wearing teal, and myself and Madison were all in white with blue jeans. And it was in the summer, and we did one against like a brick wall. It was beautiful, really, really pretty. But then when they changed outfits, Madison's wearing like this adorable little jean romper, and Leah had a romper on, and then they both had these really, really pretty bright pink bows, which were like flowers, which is why I wanted to use that flower. Now I'm going to bring up a little close-up so you guys can see. So there's Madison. She looks so cute. I mean, she looks identical still today, just without the long, long hair. I love this photo. So this is where I used that stamp from the dollar store. I colored it up with my Spectrum Noirs. It went a little bit darker than I had wanted. I wanted it more light, but I like how it contrasts with this because this one is so bright. And then I just colored the little leaf and added it to the side. So you guys can see that I layered a lot of the Lucky Charm paper. So the background was Lucky Charms. This is this layer, that flowered layer, which I told you I loved. The backing is that brown and white from Lucky Charmed. And this layer in the back is that red with pink cursive writing, which I loved. This piece, I took my collections out, and I color coordinated all my collections, like all of my ephemera packs. I'm pretty sure that is Lucky Charms, but I apologize if it's not. I'm not 100% sure. But I love how I just pop dotted it, and I love how that looks. And then the thing below is from Lucky Charms, but then I covered it with that washi tape. I don't know if you can tell, kind of right there you can. Oh, there. So that's Lucky Charms, and then I put that. Here's where I used my little punch. And what I love to do when I use the butterfly punch, I crease the inside, and as you can see, it almost looks like it's fluttering off the page. And I just glue down just the seam, and I like how that looks, because even when it's in my page protector, even when it's closed a little bit, you can still see that there's a shadow, so there's like a little bit of dimension. I really like how that looks. I just used a shipping tag, and this was actually one that I had already used the bottom for something for layering, so I had this left over. It's literally like that long. And I use that. This is from the Maggie Holmes collection. And this is an old chipboard sticker that, I don't even know. It's from My Mind's Eye. I know that. And I've had it forever. I had bought it at Winners in like a chipboard package or something for like really cheap. And I finally used it, and I really like how that turned out. And I don't know if my camera's going to take all this in. So I splattered it with a bunch of gold Heidi Swapp spray. And then I have my gold and pink sequins. Now, for my last SNL design team, I used that Heidi Swapp octagon. It's not even an octagon. I think it's a hexagon, actually. I had to correct myself. A hexagon stamp, but it's supposed to be in white. It's Martha Stewart's stamp called Snowflake, but it's really light. I thought it was going to be a lot like crisp on here, but it didn't. But I do like how it still looks. So I have a bunch of those splattered everywhere. And then on the bottom, I used the washi tape, and same with on the top. And then I just did another cluster of sequins and sprays. And yeah, so this is my layout for the SNL design team. And this is for Wednesday, our surprise edition with Heather, who is Heather's Crafty Life. So definitely go check out her video, and I hope you guys like my layout. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!